Hi beauties, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time. Happy to have you. I'm updating my stash today. It's been a little bit longer than what I typically like to go between rotations. It's been about 3 weeks. I'm bored, so let's very quickly do a rundown. I don't know if I'm going to go through everything that's in here. There are several things that stay each rotation. I'm just going to kind of go through the things that I want to. So let's get into it. Foundations, I had a couple in here. I used my Flower Beauty Light Illusion. I love this foundation. It's long wearing. It has SPF. It is very, very illuminating, like very dewy. So just beware if that's something you don't like, but I love it. It's not, I wouldn't say, it doesn't feel like full coverage to me. It's like a solid medium. I don't know if you could build it up. I've never tried, but it looks lovely. I have the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation, weightless liquid foundation. I really enjoy this more than I thought I would. I liked this a lot. It is a thinner foundation. It's like very liquidy, runny, but it still gives good coverage. It gives good coverage without looking like too much. So I really liked that. My powder I had in here, my Haley's Beauty. I love this powder. I really do think it does such a nice job of blurring your under eyes. I like this a lot. It's a great drugstore powder, in my opinion. And again, I know I say this all the time, but that's really all I use my powder for, is just under my eyes. I'm not a person that sets my whole face, so I can't speak to how that performs as an all-over powder, but it works great as like a blurring under eye powder. My highlight, the I Heart Revolution Tasty Apple. I'm wearing this today. I just thought with this like gold look, a little gold highlight would look pretty. But yeah, I like this. I do go in with a light hand when I use this. I feel like if I would go in with too much, it would maybe be a little bit too dark for me. But I did, after decluttering my highlighters, I don't feel like I have that many gold ones left. I know I've got like the Charlotte Tilbury beauty wand thing, and that's gold, but I like this. I like this like powder, more affordable alternative. My Neutrogena Radiant Primer Serum, I don't know if you can tell, I'm making a pretty good dent there. I'm probably about third. Well, actually I'm almost halfway through this. I love this stuff. I really do. Nothing negative to say about this. This just is so moisturizing, makes my skin just like juicy, radiant. My makeup sets wonderfully on top of this. Love it. My Fenty Matchstick in Suede. I mentioned in my declutter video that I was going to continue to use this and declutter it, and I'm going to. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's just, it's so warm and so orange. I can get it to work. Like, it works. It doesn't look bad. It's just not, I don't know. It's just not something that I get excited about. It's not a tone in bronzer that I love. So I'm going to get rid of it. I just want to use stuff that I love and that I want to use. My Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. I'm wearing this today. I have it layered over a Milk Makeup bronzer I have. Love it. My Fenty Flower Shimmer and Strobe palette. I love this too. Wore this several times. I love those highlighters. My Tower 28 blush in Magic Hour. I'm wearing this today. This is a very balmy product, but very pigmented. It does blend easily. I think I'm gonna hang on to this a little bit longer. I had mentioned in my declutter video I wasn't quite sure how I felt about it. It looks fine to me right now. We'll see as time goes on. Like, I don't know, if I open my drawer one day and I don't like the way this looks, then I'm going to get rid of it, because it is coming up on being a good year old. So we'll see, but I enjoyed it. Lipsticks, let's talk lipsticks. I'm wearing this today, my Propa Beauty lipstick in Made It. This color is sensational. It is like the prettiest, silkiest, like orangish brown shade. I just love it. My Rimmel, this lipstick is super old. Oh my gosh, this is a Rimmel. Is this part of the Kate Moss? Yeah, this is part of the, do you remember the Rimmel and Kate Moss collabs? I mean, this is an old product, but this is in the shade 14. Just a really pretty neutral color. I used that several times. My Flower Beauty cream lipstick in Bright Peony. I actually wore this a couple times. Love it. Love the formula. It's just a really pretty, bright, like poppy coral color for spring. It was lovely. Now palettes. Let's get into palettes. I only have 3 of the 4 palettes here to show you, because I mentioned this in my eyeshadow palette collection video. I mentioned that I recently went through all of my ColourPop palettes and took out shades. I depotted all the palettes. Anyway, and my Whatever palette was one of the ones that was in here that I depotted. So that is no longer with us, although it was a palette I enjoyed. I think I only saved 1 or 2 shades from it. I'll pop in pictures, as always, if I did end up remembering to take them. But I had my ABH Norvina palette in here. I filmed with this. I still love this palette. My son has dug his finger in there. I still really love this palette. I mean, the tones are just, they're so beautiful to me. The formula is easy to work with. I love ABH shimmers. I really do. My Nubian 2 by Juvia's Place. This is a really beautiful palette. I enjoyed using it. I think it's just like, it's just not like a spring palette to me. I don't know. Maybe that's it. I just wasn't like excited to use this. I was just like, oh, let me use this because it's in my stash. And I wanted to be sure to use everything. So that kind of sucks. I don't know if that was the feeling I'm having, or if this palette just doesn't excite me anymore. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty. It's a pretty enough palette. I always get pretty looks when I use it. It just wasn't that thrilling to me. And then lastly, I have my Naughty palette by BH. I don't know if I took any pictures of when I wore this, but I wore this at least 2 or 3 times. I do really enjoy this palette. It's very easy to use. I know a lot of these colors can look intimidating, like the reds and purples, but they're so easy to use. They really are. They blend wonderfully. You can get something very, very neutral out of here. You can go smoky, you can go colorful. It's just really versatile, and I enjoy that palette a lot. Glad to have gotten some more use out of it. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about for this round. I have so many new products that I want to use and get into my stash. So I don't think I'm gonna use like the randomizer or the app to pick anything this time around. I think I actually want to pick what I want to pick. So let's do that. Okay, let's pick some new stuff. My shit is a mess right now. I just filmed another video. So sorry about that, but for foundation, I know I want to try this. This is a sample I got from Clinique, a free sample from Ulta. I'm wearing it today for the first time. I really enjoy it. Want to get some more use out of it. So I know I want to try that. I don't think I have any new primers, so I'm not quite sure what I want to use. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm not gonna pull another foundation only because I know that I have one coming in the mail. The Pure foundation I bought recently on the Ulta sale, and I know that that should be here in the mail this week. So I'll just use the Clinique foundation until that gets here. Concealer is staying the same. Powder, what do I want to do? I don't really have a ton of powders either. Let's do, I don't know. I really don't have a preference. Let's just do my e.l.f. powder. Again, the Halo Glow setting powder. We'll do that. Primers. Again, I don't really have anything that I'm like dying to use. So let's do this. I enjoy this. The CoverGirl Illuminating Primer. We'll do that. Love me a good illuminating primer. Bronzers. You know what? Let's do this guy. I just got this in the last week or two. Let's add this. Let's add my new Milk blush. Is there any? Yeah, I want to get some use out of this too. So that's going to go in there. Blushes. You know what? I might pull a palette. Either a blush palette or a face palette. Let's do that. Highlighters. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Is there anything that I'm just dying to use? I do have my new Jaclyn Hill highlighter, which I could, let's just do that, I guess. Let's get some use out of that. So why not? It's new. Eyeshadow. Let's use all these. So we're gonna do the Nabla Dreamy 2, the BH BFF, and my Juvia's Warrior palette. We'll do those. I know I'm gonna want something besides that Jaclyn Hill highlighter. Like, that is strong. But you know what? I know I want to use this. My Cotton Candy Champagne Blush Lighter palette from Beauty Bakery. It's gorgeous. I want to get some use out of that. So those are blushes. So lots of blush options. Highlight. I don't know if I don't want to pull a palette like that. You know what I'll do for highlight? I'll reach for my Auric. I typically do that anyway. So on the days where I'm not feeling Jaclyn Hill, I'll opt for something like that. But I leave them on top of here just because they're pretty to display. So I'm not gonna actually put them in my caboodle, but I will use them. Lips, I know what I'm gonna use. Hang on. Lips, I'm gonna use these. I want to get more use out of my Vive lipstick. Loving it. And then I got 3 of the Fenty cream glosses. If I feel like grabbing a different lipstick, like a brighter lipstick, I did just buy all of the Propa red lipsticks, so I might end up reaching for one of those too. But let's put all this stuff away. What's up, you guys? Editing me from my kitchen. I just wanted to say I don't know what I did with all of the cool, ASMR footage of me putting the makeup away. If you enjoy that, I'm sorry. I enjoy that. I don't know what happened. I must have deleted it. But anyway, Hope it's still enjoyable. If you like, give me a like, subscribe, stick around, you know what to do. And yeah, until next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.